Hello, welcome back to another episode of Survival Minecraft. I don't know when this video is going up, but I just wanted to show my little Halloween skin that I made. I made the little pumpkins and I think they're really cute. They're all over my cardigan. It's like the middle of September right now, but to me it's spooky season. So this video, I finally want to get started on building something. I mean, I've built stuff, but like nothing really big, you know? Just a little cabin and now this storage shed. I got this finished last episode and it's pretty nice. I think it's kind of cozy and it's, you know, what it needs to be. But now I want to build like something for the town instead of something for me. I want to build a villager inn and it's gonna go kind of right here. I haven't figured out the exact layout that I want just yet, but I guess first what I really need to do is just gather a ton of resources because I'm probably gonna need a lot. Here I am in my creative world and there's spoilers back there for my house. I guess it's pretty similar to this anyway, but this is kind of the front of the inn that I wanted to make. I didn't want to like build the whole thing because I feel like building something twice is usually pretty boring. I think for my house it might have been necessary to like plan it out a little more, but for this I think it should be fine. I just looked up some inspiration pictures on Pinterest and then I found like kind of a design that I liked. So obviously the colors are very different and stuff, but I just kind of liked like the shape of it and stuff. And I want to try to copy that kind of. So I just wanted to get like the main part of the building built just to know like what colors and gradients and stuff I'm gonna do. So like down here is tuff and then I also have pale moss as texture and then, you know, the gray blocks including light gray concrete powder. So I'm gonna need to dig a lot of sand for that because I don't have any sand right now in my survival world. And then this is like a lot of white blocks. And I really like how it looks with the diorite and calcite, kind of like blobs of that in here as just texturing. I think it looks really nice. And I also wanted to play around with like a snow gradient type of thing. And I think this looks nice because this is snow block and then I'm doing white concrete as like slightly darker snow. And then doing like icicles hanging down the side. And yeah, there's gonna be like these kind of balcony type things. And I have my whole color palette back here so I can just look at this for reference. So yeah, you can see I'm gonna need a lot of stuff for it. Oh, and I also have like wallpaper kind of designs on the inside. Like I wanted to do dark oak and spruce for like the bottom floor. And then this is gonna take a lot of copper to do probably, but I think these look really nice in the windows. So let's see, I think I'm good on deep slate. Let me put my armor back on. I have like 2 chests of deep slate almost. I mean, I have more in my mining area that I just didn't feel like bringing all the way here. So I'm probably good on that. And I also have a lot of tuff and stone. I probably have enough of like the stone type of things like the andesite and diorite. And calcite I might need more because I wanted to use it as like wallpaper on the inside on the upper floors. Or at least some of the upper floors. I guess I can just use less if I don't have that much. I do need to get some more spruce. I've been cutting some dark oak because I knew I wanted to use a lot in this project and probably my house too. But like I might get more just in case. I need some mangrove. I have some grown so I can chop those. I shouldn't need a whole lot though because I was really just using it as like highlights I have 0 sand, so I need a lot of that, and I probably need more gravel. Let me see. This is a nice little shortcut to my mining area. Yeah, I have plenty of these like stone things. Yeah, so I might need more gravel. Because I don't only need this as like actual gravel blocks, but I need it for concrete too. So I guess the main things I kind of need to like farm are gravel and sand. And I need some way of getting light gray dye. I think you can get them from certain flowers. Oh yeah, I can turn these into light gray dye, but I'd rather not do that. I gotta figure out something for the light gray dye, I guess. And possibly also just gather more flowers. And then there's also a little bit of oak detailing, which I should have enough oak for. And another thing I might need more of is glass. For a lot of the windows and also kind of for like the icicle things. So yeah, let me go chop some more trees and grind a bunch of stuff. Well, I guess first actually I should just get some better tools because so far I've just been using iron for everything except my pickaxes. So let me sit at the skeleton farm for a while and get some levels and see what enchantments I can get on an axe and a shovel. Okay, I think these are pretty good. I decided I actually am gonna go caving now because I just feel like it. Oh, it's snowing. I'm gonna bring Stella with me as backup, but hopefully she doesn't die though. I'll be really sad. But I don't think she will. I guess it would be ideal to have wolf armor at this point, but it's fine. So this is the giant ravine that I'm gonna explore. And it looks like it branches off into like multiple different caves. So that's exciting. I might wait for it to stop snowing actually, because that's like really annoying. It's like just a little bit harder to see. I think there's an entrance to that cave down there. Like, I think this is it. Yeah, this should be it. So I guess I'm probably gonna start here. There's already zombies here. Oh, I guess it goes down there. There's more cave here. Oh no, that's just a dead end. I'm gonna try to get the main part of this ravine lit up before I start like branching off. Oh yeah, I remember this one has like an edge up there, so I probably want to go up there first and light that up. So I don't get mobs falling on me. So I gotta make my way up there somehow. This cave is so cool. Yeah, I think this is kind of the top portion. I see glow squid down there. I think that's like where my strip mine went into, because I like put torches around caves whenever I find them. It's nice that I hit him. So many caves. feel like I'm already getting lost. Okay, I got this first kind of layer of this section of the cave lit up. I'm gonna go down here. Oh, this cave is massive. I'm scared, there's so many mobs. There's a singular moss block here. Interesting. I kind of don't want to grab all this ore that's in like the main part of the cave, because I know I'm gonna get a lot and I can always easily come back for these. I see you, creeper. Ah. Wolf, come here. Wait. There. Now you're all better. I think real quick I'm just gonna like set up a little safe area. Set my bed there and have a chest. I've been excited to explore this part of the cave, so I think I might do that first. I'll explore the upper parts of the cave first, actually. Oh god, that's a lot of mobs. Unfortunate thing is my wolf does kind of get in the way sometimes. Oh god, so many creepers. Why is there like 4? I just shot the bat. That's so funny. Why is he like hiding behind my dog? That's fucked. Whoa, this cave is cool. And very scary, oh my god. That's perfect, that's exactly what I was looking for. But I still kind of have to like make this whole place safe before I can start mining it. Two of them. Oh. 3 of them. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this geode. If you guys have any idea, like, what I can do with this cave once it's all lit up, that would be awesome. I like how I don't have to deal with skeletons. Oh no, spider jockey. But yeah, this cave is so cool. It's so big. I could totally like do something with this. I don't know what, but something. Ooh, there's some deep slate coal here. I'm saving that. I mean, I don't know if it's like super rare. I don't think it's like incredibly rare, but it's cool. And honestly, it looks like it would be good for like building with. I think I'm lost now. And I don't want to stray too far from the surface, so I think I'm just gonna get out here. Yeah, I'm pretty far away from home. I think my home is that way, because there's these ice spikes here. Gotta get some copper aging, so this area is gonna look ugly for a while. I love building in survival. Okay, I think I've got everything I need to make a little bee farm so I can wax my copper that's aging up there. I'm gonna put it down here, although it would fit in that smaller cave up there, but I just don't want to like hear the bees constantly, so I'm gonna make it here. And I'm just gonna like follow a simple tutorial that I found on YouTube. There's 2 bees in here, but I'm just gonna breed them to make a third. And I feel like I probably only really need like a really small farm, because in my multiplayer server I have like a bee farm that has 5 of them, and I feel like because I'm at my base so much, it's just like constantly running, and I have like way more honey and honeycomb than I know what to do with, so I think just 1 is probably enough for me, at least for now, because I'm not doing like a crazy amount of stuff with it. Okay, I think I can put them in now. Yay! Now hopefully this will work. Great, now I can't leave. I may have to wait till nighttime. So the other day when I streamed and went exploring, I found a flower forest, and I got a screenshot of the coordinates of it so I can go back. So I just want to head into the Nether. I have my gold boots on, by the way. I didn't forget them. And I'm gonna start like figuring out how I can get there exactly. I need to also make sure all this stuff is safe. I guess maybe it was kind of a bad idea to have these things, because I don't know if they're like spawnable for mobs. So I need to go to -1000, so seems like this is the correct way. Fortunately, I already have a very long bridge over here, but I just need to be careful to not like run into any mobs, because there's some spaces where it kind of connects to like land bits where creatures could be, like here. Well, I hear piglins, so I think that means that hoglins wouldn't be nearby. Because I think they like don't like each other. I think I'm fine here. I still have to go out pretty far though. There's a tiny warped forest here, and then nether wastes. So I guess we're finally out of the Crimson Forest. There's the last biome I haven't been to, Basalt Delta. There's the achievement. God, it's so loud. I just realized there's another fortress there. Oh my god. I'm kind of scared right now because I know there's a hoglin like over there somewhere, but I think I'm fine. I don't think he's going after me. Oh god, there's blaze. Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. Maybe I'll run away and try to get them to despawn and come back. Okay. Yep, this is... oh. Oh, it's storming. Gotta sleep. Oh, I wonder if there's slimes out here actually, because this is a swamp. I don't know if they spawn during thunderstorms, because that might have been like during the day. I don't see any. I did end up spawning like a little far from the flower forest, but that's fine, because at least this is like in the middle of the swamp, and I think this might have been the swamp that had a witch hut in it. And then there's also that pillager outpost over there too. I got some bone meal and I just want to collect like as many flowers as I can. I want to try to get every variation of flower. Just as much as I can fit in my inventory pretty much. Although I gotta say my favorite one is probably the pink tulip. Oh yeah, here's some. Cause they're like such a nice like pastel pink. They're so pretty. Nice break from the Nether, just picking flowers. Nice haul of flowers today. It's a long way back there, so hopefully I don't have to go back there for a long time. We've got a decent amount of honeycomb so far. But anyways, I got stuff to make another farm down here, so I'm gonna make like a simple wool farm, because like I have sheep up there and I've been shearing them, but it's kind of annoying to have to go back and shear them, and I probably need a lot of beds for the villagers and just wool for like other building stuff. So I'm just gonna make like 2 like cells of this sheep farm, and that should be enough at least for now. Maybe I'll make more later, but I'll probably just have like 1 white sheep because you kind of always need white wool, and then the other I'll just color whatever color I feel like at the time. Kind of just depends on what I'm doing, because like I know I want to use green in my house, and maybe in the inn I'll use some other color. I don't know, like a cozy kind of color. Kind of thinking blue would be good. Took me a while to get them in here, but you can see it's working. I didn't shear them. I got wool in here, and in here too. And also other stuff that fell in. I don't have a lead yet, so getting them in here has been like sheep herder in RuneScape. That's what it feels like. Well, maybe not quite as bad. Sheep herder is still definitely a lot worse. Okay, I guess it's about time to start building. So I just made like a line before, and I'm thinking maybe this will be like the front. But I might also like raise it up slightly, so maybe I will keep this cobblestone here actually. So the door will probably go there. Well, doors, plural. And then this is kind of the gradient texture that I'm going with for the bottom. Yeah, I think that looks good. I kind of have to figure out the layout that I want as well. So I'm also going to be doing dark oak for like these, like this overhang kind of area, this open space, like off to the side. I don't want to copy the reference photo too much, but I do really like the idea of having like these archways, maybe like a space of 3 blocks in between them, and then I'll kind of continue the building in here. I think that's good. So there's like enough space here for people to walk around. And then this wall, I'll probably just have it go back here now. I want to make this pretty big because I have to keep in mind that it's gonna have double thick walls. So it needs to be bigger than I think I need it. Okay, so this wall is 19 blocks. I want it to be an odd number because that's usually like better for roofs. And then it'll go out that way, probably fairly straight, but I want to start on the other side now, I think. Maybe I'll just kind of have it go in a little ways. So that's 13 blocks, and I think I'll go out again. Okay, and then I'm gonna go extend this out to meet up with that one. Okay. I think that's a pretty good shape. And then this sort of like overhanging porch area, I probably want it to be visible from the front, so I might do it like on this side over here. So I definitely want pillars like on these edges, and then I just have to figure out how to space them. I don't really like it being just 2 blocks apart, so I might just extend this platform a little more. Let me go see how this looks real quick. Yeah, it does seem quite small right now, so I might do like another set of those pillars. Maybe I will just change to this shape of this wall, so it's a little less weird. Yeah, okay, that's good now. Now I think I kind of want to get the outline of the building done, so get like the height and figure out where the roof is gonna go and stuff. So in the creative world, the walls were 5 blocks tall, so I'll probably just do that. I'll probably just kind of do that at each corner. I feel like it does feel slightly short for what it is, so maybe I'll add 1 more block on top. I guess to get over there I'm just gonna do like the upper part of the wall. Okay, that feels like a pretty good height. Now I'm gonna get started on kind of the next floor, at least the wall. I think this might be also 5 blocks. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with 6. 5 just kind of feels a little too short. I don't want it too tall either because I am gonna have more up there with the roof. Gonna be kind of an attic space. But I think that's pretty good. I guess I'll also do like the kind of pillars on the corners here and then do that like top part. Just sucks because I can't use white concrete powder because that would just fall. Okay, I think that's pretty good now. I guess I'm gonna start on the roof. And I think this main bit is gonna have like a big spiky triangle roof that's like facing this way, and then probably the side bit will be like facing that way, and then that one will be facing that way. I think that could look good. I'll at least see how that looks, because you know, this is my first time building this. I didn't like prepare it in creative, so I guess I want it to kind of start here. Let me at least do the outline. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna get like some dirt or something. I have so many different blocks. Okay, let's see how that looks. Actually, I might make it like slightly taller. I've been really into this kind of roof shape lately. That's like normal, pretty straight triangle, and then it starts to get steeper near the top. But I'm thinking it should be just a tiny bit steeper, so I'll add like another like 2-block kind of thing. Yeah, I think that looks better. I really need to figure out how to get free cam or something, because it's really hard to show what I'm building while I'm building it. But yeah, I think I'll just do the outlines for the other roofs now. Okay, I've got the roof shapes in. So here's the main one here, and then this one off to the side. So you can see this is the tallest one. And then there's that small one over there. And then this kind of like patio area kind of thing. I might try to do like a different kind of roof. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I'll figure something out for sure. I'm kind of thinking of making it out of slabs or something, or having it sort of flat compared to the rest of these roofs. But yeah, I think I like how it's looking so far. And I guess all I really need to do now is kind of just fill it all in. Just color in all the lines. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably first gonna build out some more land here for this though, because I don't like that it's just floating here and it's very easy to like drop things down here, and it's hard to get around and stuff. And I also realized I wanted to do something else with this floor that includes gravel, and I definitely need like something underneath it to be able to do that. I went ahead and did the flooring for that, and then just did like the frame for this sort of open balcony area. So this flooring in here is kind of just a simple like stony kind of texture, and then I'm just gonna do dark oak planks up here on this upper floor. And I decided to make this slightly shorter than the rest of the building, so it's just 1 block shorter. But hopefully that's enough to like get it to have a bit of a different roof than the rest of the building. Okay, I've got pretty much everything filled in. I did the roof as well. And you can see I added like the kind of snowy bits. I like how they look. I think I might add a little bit more to the roof, like another section on top somewhere. I'm thinking just like a thing sticking out kind of in the middle here could be good, or maybe like on the side of that, although that feels like not a lot of space, so it might have to be kind of small. I just want to add a little bit more to the building before I start like putting in windows and doing the interior and stuff, but I'm excited for that. Okay, here it is so far. I just did it like 5 blocks wide, or I guess 7 if you count the pillars, but I mean there's 5 blocks in between them. And it's also 7 blocks over here too. So it's kind of just a simple square, and I guess there's not going to be a whole lot of space inside it, but I think it looks pretty good. And it's kind of the simple same roof that I've been doing. And then that one over there is 5 blocks wide. Kind of just in the middle-ish of this roof. And I guess it's hard to see, but it's just like a really simple A-frame kind of roof. So I'm just gonna fill these in with the same like white wall texture that I've been doing for all of the upper areas of this building. And then I guess I'll start doing the interior kind of, and like windows and stuff. Because these things need like floors. Because I do want them to be accessible. I don't really like building things that just look good and can't like be used at all. I like being able to like go up to this tower and stuff and like see the whole view of this area. I think that's neat. I like being able to use the interior. I like interiors, they're fun. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Now I just gotta add in some windows and stuff, because it's all just very flat and plain. The doorway ended up being 3 wide. I thought it was gonna be 2 wide, and that's kind of what I was planning, but this like layout here ended up being an odd number. But I mean, I can certainly work with that. It's probably better for the roof shape anyway to be like pointy. I feel like that's a common thing in like snowy areas to have like very tall pointy roofs. I've kind of noticed that in like looking up pictures of buildings and stuff. I want lots of windows because I just like natural light and I like being able to see out the windows. Okay, actually, I feel like it's hard to do the windows without having the interior walls in, so I'm gonna do that first. Because I probably don't want the windows like too close in the corners or anything. It's hard to figure out how to space them correctly without having these walls in. The main reason I'm doing this on this bottom floor is just because I don't really like this like stony texture for the interior. I guess it's kind of a lot of wood, but I feel like it kind of makes it more cozy. And then the upper floor, I have a plan with the windows because I'm going to use copper grates, but they can't go like actually in the window. They have to go a block behind it for it to really look good. And instead of just having that sticking out, I'm probably just gonna like double layer the walls. So it's a lot of work and a lot more resources, but I think it'll look better in the end. Oh, I got my first wandering trader. I've been getting so many of those pillager guys and no wandering traders. Nothing good, I guess. I'm tempted by the pink tulips, not gonna lie, because those are kind of annoying to get, but I already like have a ton and I probably don't need more. But also, what if I do? Also, I kind of want the leads. So Sorry. Thanks. Yay, now I finally have leads. I got a nice set of doors in. And I wanted to figure out like the layout of the stairs and the walls and stuff before I start like decorating the outside of the windows. Just because it would be annoying to have to like take all this stuff down doing the interior later. So I guess now I know the layout. I did have to take out these two windows here because of this wall, but everything else should be fine. I wanted to add like some rooms here for the villagers to stay in. There's not like a whole lot of space to add more rooms like this, despite this being like a huge build. I mean, I could add more downstairs, but I'm sure this will be enough beds to like keep the population up while I'm building the rest of the village. I don't want it exactly medieval, but like kind of old style. I will have like a big like dining area kind of thing here, because I think that would be cute, even though it serves no purpose, it's just cute. But I like building stuff. And then this is going to be like a little kitchen area, and then this is going to be like for the bar, I think. And I guess this is kind of just another entrance, like if you want to go directly into the eating area or whatever. And this is the main entrance. And then there's also kind of a side entrance here that I'm not totally sure what to do with. Maybe I'll just put more tables and stuff out here. But I'm also doing that to the upper one up there, so I don't know. So yeah, let me hopefully get the exterior finished. I just gotta add a lot of details. I've also been looking at more pictures and stuff, and I think I want to add like spiky things to the top of the roofs. I don't know what they're called, but they're on a lot of like medieval stuff and they look cool. I gotta add a lot of details to this part, and of course details to all the windows, and add like icicles hanging down. That would be cool. Okay, I think the exterior is done now. So I added some of these icicles, you can kind of see, with pale oak fences and then white glass. They're like kind of hard to see against the white background here, but you can probably see them a little better like down there. Some of them are kind of connected to walls, but you know, that's fine. They still look like icicles. But yeah, I think that's kind of as much detail I probably want to add. Well, I was kind of thinking of doing some texturing to this, like these spruce beams across here, because it just kind of looks plain to me. So I might do that. Let me get a closer look at some of these details that I want to show though. So I did like these archways basically on all of these like open dark oak things. So I did it on that other side too, and on the upper level. I also kind of started like laying out the interiors, so I got the walls done and I started adding like these kind of support beams where there was a lot of empty space, or like by the stairs, because I feel like that makes sense. But yeah, so out here on this kind of balcony thing, I just did 2 fences and then a fence gate in between, because I think that looks cute, and it's also kind of nice to be able to peek out over the edge if I want, but this will keep the villagers safe at least. I've also been thinking about doing like a kind of, what is this called, like molding around the ceiling, because I feel like the ceiling just looks really plain as it is. So I wanted to add some detail to it besides just like adding lights or whatever. And I think that would look nice and maybe kind of makes the walls look a little taller in a way. And then down here on the bottom floor, I'm gonna do it out of spruce. And I currently don't have a lot of spruce, so I have to go get some more. And I think this room I added like off camera, because I felt like there was a lot of space here, so there's enough space for a room, so I'm gonna add another room. The rooms are kind of laid out weird, I think. But you know, it works. And then here's this like sort of attic area. I didn't have enough calcite to do all of the walls in calcite up here, so I did it out of white concrete powder instead. So this is kind of what it's looking like. So there's like extra rooms up here too. So hopefully there's gonna be like plenty of beds for the villagers to like populate. Added a ladder up here to this area. I have no idea what I'd do with this kind of tower thing, but it's cool. And I wanted it to be accessible at least, even if I don't end up really doing anything with it. And since I kind of put this like ceiling here below the roof, there is actually a little bit of space up there, but not a whole lot. And like, I guess I could use it if I really wanted to, but I don't think I would ever need it for anything, so I'll probably just leave that. It is a little sad because there's like a small window up there that's just into the attic, and there's nothing up there, but it's fine. So yeah, I guess I'm moving on to the interior now, and I'm pretty excited about that because I love interiors. I just love doing like little details and stuff. I'm curious if you guys can tell who my favorite Hermitcraft builder is, because I feel like if you can, then that means I'm doing a pretty good job, because I really want to like kind of emulate their style. And it's done. I was gonna record like doing the interior and stuff, but I wasn't feeling well and I didn't feel like recording, so I just kind of did it all off camera, but I'll try to explain everything. So I added this bell here because villages kind of need a bell, and it also helps to like bring the villagers to this spot because they see that there's a bell here. So there's 3 wide doors, but that's fine. And here's the interior. There's just a simple little rug here. I think this looks good, just being like a kind of small rug at the entrance. I was thinking about like extending it to go like all along there and there, but I don't know, I think this looks better. I also didn't have a lot of blue wool anyway, so there's just like a simple little seating area here. I thought that would look nice, and I've added some of these like plant pots around wherever there's space. I just put some bookshelves back here, like underneath the staircase, and some paintings all around. And this is kind of like the bar slash eating area, whatever you call it. Nice cozy little fireplace. It's like kind of tavern inspired, but I didn't want it too like tavern-y because it's not really supposed to be medieval exactly. And here's like a little kitchen off to the side. I like doing this little like meat rack kind of thing. I think that's cute. And then here is supposed to be kind of like a fridge, I guess, or whatever. There's nothing inside it though. It's just decorative, but that's fine. Actually, maybe I should put a curtain here, but oh well. And yeah, I think it's looking pretty cute. I saw this pretty recently. It's like an item frame with iron tools inside and then a button over top. So you place the button kind of like on this block here. And it just goes right there and it looks like it's holding like a spoon or something. I think that's cute. I got a lot of this just from Pinterest. I really wish I was able to like do stuff like this without having to look at references or anything, but I have not been building for that long, like not long enough to be able to do stuff like that on my own. And here it's like a barrel with a tap so you can get beer or wine or whatever from it. And then here's more like bar stuff, you know, more alcohol, more booze. Can't wait for the villagers to come in and step on all of these pressure plates and ruin them, but that's okay, they look cute for now. They look like little plates with food on them. And over here is kind of like the receptionist desk or whatever. So there's the bookshelves here, and then I imagine these are kind of like little key racks or something. And then this hallway seems kind of plain. I just put like a painting here and then some little decorations. I guess maybe I could add another flower pot there. But yeah, I don't really know what else to do with this hallway though, because there's not really room for like shelves, or I guess I could add more tables, but I feel like that would be too much to just add like a bunch more like side tables like that. I don't really know what else to do. But oh well. I guess not everywhere has to be like cluttered with a lot of stuff. And then out here is kind of like an outdoor dining area. Just some more tables and chairs and things on them. And then lanterns all around. I felt like having them kind of close together like this kind of looked like fairy lights or something. Like outdoor lights that you would string up. And I thought that was cute. And then upstairs is some bedrooms. So first there's just like a little hallway that goes back here. You can look out this window. And then that goes up to more bedrooms. There's also this outdoor like eating area here, but there's less tables because I wanted this to be more chill. It's like downstairs is kind of like a restaurant, and then up here is kind of just like the guests who are staying in the rooms would just like come out here for breakfast or something, I imagine, or just come out here just to sit and look at the beautiful view. And maybe it's not the most practical thing to have this kind of like open outdoor seating area and like a wintry, snowy, super cold place, but that's okay. It looks cute. And then here is one bedroom. A lot of these are pretty similar, like some of them have little desks, all of them have beds, of course. I think all of them have more than one bed, actually. If there's windows like these, then I have curtains on them. I tried to put paintings in like pretty much every room. And then there's these little like coat rack things. And I liked that this looked like drawers that you would like put your clothes in if you're staying here. But yeah, it's pretty cute. And then down this hallway, I feel like this hallway is kind of plain, but I didn't want to extend this like molding in there because it's a too wide space. So it would just be stairs at the top here and you wouldn't see the dark oak. So I felt like that would be kind of silly. But then this is also kind of plain. But it feels weird to put paintings like on the sides or something. Because it's like such a small space and it's like, why would you come back here and look at the paintings? I don't know. So maybe it's kind of plain, but oh well, it doesn't matter that much anyway. It's just for the villagers. I really liked this shelf design that I saw on Pinterest, so I had to do some of these. This is like a smaller room, so there's less stuff in it, but it's still like enough, you know? And here's another room. I wanted more stuff to put on the desks, so I just started putting like books and stuff on them. Here's this room too. This one has a nice big painting. And then here's a pretty small room with just like a shelf and a small desk and some drawers. But it's cute, I think. I do kind of wish there was more like little decoration things that you could put on top of a desk. Because I feel like there's not a lot. Because I can put like candles and I can put plants and I guess pickles too and like lanterns. But like that's it. Oh, and amethyst too I can use, but yeah, it's not a lot. So yeah, there's this upstairs area and I wanted to kind of cover up this wall because it's kind of ugly. It's all like mixed weird blocks because of the outside and stuff, because of the roof. So I just put paintings along this wall, but I think it looks decent. Here's a small bedroom here. And then a pretty big one here. And then another big one here. This one goes out to that window. I didn't know what else to do with this space, so I just like incorporated it in this room, but I think it looks fine. Also, I tried to do like blue and white because I thought that was like a good combination, I guess. And I had a lot of white wool anyway. And I kind of like oak for the furniture, so I did that for a lot of places. And then this room over here, I really like this painting. This one might be my favorite of all the paintings, actually. It's really pretty. You get a nice view of the future village. And then this is the last room. It's just a small one, but it's cozy. So yeah, that's the end. I guess that's all of it. I tried to add a lot of lanterns to the outside, so hopefully it'll look nice at nighttime. It might be nighttime soon actually, so maybe I'll wait for that. I still don't really know what to do with that space up there, so there's no like decorations or anything in there. Oh, and I also added a little chimney because I feel like it's a snowy area and it makes sense for like pretty much every building to have a chimney or like some way of keeping warm. So I added that. This is definitely very inspired by that building that I showed earlier And there's actually like a YouTube tutorial of it, so I'll link that in case you want to watch it. But I tried to make it like pretty different at least. Oh, I almost forgot I wanted to texture the beams there. I'll do that in a sec. I wanted to see how it looks at nighttime. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cute. I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty nice from a distance too. Okay, I think it's dark enough that you can see that it's pretty well lit up. Of course, mobs could still spawn, like, on the roof. But I don't really know how to, like, mob-proof the roof without getting rid of all of the snow blocks. Because I would like if the village is safe enough that I can come here at night if I want to. Especially, like, when I start hunting phantoms. Which I don't know when that'll be, but I guess if I really have to, I can just go hunt phantoms somewhere else far away from my village so it's not loaded in. I'm gonna sleep now. Okay, finished that up real quick. And now it's officially done. And now all I really need to do is just get the villagers moved up here. I want to get all of them moved up to the mountain, but I won't do that this video. So anyway, I guess it's come to that time again. I hope you guys like the inn that I built. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a few things that I feel like I wish I did better. I wish I knew how to do better. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this build. It's the first of my like actual builds in this world, I guess, and in this series. So I hope you guys like my building style. Let me know if there's anything you think I should change or any like tips or anything that you think would be better for a future build, or just like any ideas for my village if you have any. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!